Hey everybody, what is going on? Welcome to another episode of This is Tom's World Live. Hope you're all doing well today on this Tuesday afternoon. I had a somewhat different day today in that I actually got to ride the riding mower all damn day long at work. So it was different. At least it wasn't cleaning trash. But yeah, so it was a fun day. Anyway, uh, I wanted to come out here and make another Tom's World episode so that we can continue the saga of the digging out of Sarobia Garden. This place, I cannot tell you enough how magical it is. I see the comments. Sorry. What's up, Jev? Have you, Jev? Jev. I called you Jev. Yeah, I did. Sometimes English doesn't work for me too well. I don't know why. Anyway, hi, Jeff. um, so this place, as I was saying, I can't begin to tell you enough how much I love it. I mean, I loved it so much that I had to get a job in the park where the garden is once I knew that one was available, and I wasn't going to stop until I got it. So now I've been there since August, and we had a little break in October and then went back in February, and I've been back there since. Been learning all kinds of new stuff there. Very exciting phase of my life to be having a job where I'm actually outdoors. Really, really loving it. As you can tell, I mean, this light kind of makes my face look a little red, but I am a little red today. Just being out in the sun, no shade in the other park that we take care of. So, anyway, this place's garden is a very magical place to me. Glad you're doing well, Jeff. See, I said Jeff, not Jev. Got it right the second time. Anyway, so this place, I'm doing very well, Jeff. Thank you. This place is near and dear to my heart. What's up, Chaos? What's going on? I didn't bring up Jeff's comment, and here's Chaos's comment, and I'm gonna try to bring up comments this time. Last time I didn't do it. I was just being lazy. So once I got inside this place, and I mentioned this in the last episode, that thank you, Jeff. I appreciate that. Once I got the okay to start working on this garden, I was ecstatic. I couldn't contain myself that night. Once I was told that all I had to do was become a volunteer, I went and I registered to become a volunteer, and it only took a matter of days. Once I had that, then I went and did a live on my YouTube channel, which originally was only supposed to be about a half hour long, wound up being like an hour and a half long or something like that. I was bringing people in, so it was fun. But I made the announcement that I was able to start work in the garden. We already saw the video last time where it was my plans for the garden. And the main basis for that video was so that you could all get like an idea of what the place looked like before anything was done. And then I went on to show day one of the dig out. I didn't get very far in day one, mostly due to talking to the maintenance supervisor, who is now my boss, and some other people that were in the garden, and the heat was just bad, and it just got worse as time went on in the summer. I think I started doing that in late June, early July, and it just got worse as July went on. And you'll see that in my videos, because you'll see, like, in the beginning of the video, my shirt looks like it's one color, and then at the end it looks like it's a darker color. That's all sweat. So that that it was work, but like it was well worth it. I felt like I was actually accomplishing something. Now in this first video that we're going to show, which I did want to show last time, but I ran out of time because I rambled too much like I am already. This is day 2 of the dig out. Now, when I went there, I had thank you again, Jeff. I appreciate that. When I went there on day 2, I was greeted by a huge surprise. And I won't ruin that if you haven't seen it or I haven't talked about it before, but you'll see what happens, and you'll hear the excitement in my voice once I what are you ewing about? Once I discover what's been done. Like, I think a couple days went by before I came back for day 2, and I I was elated. Like I keep using big words like I'm smart or something. So without saying any more, we'll just get into day 2. Now I'm hoping to show 3 videos this time. Now I'm already 5, almost 6 minutes into this, so maybe we might be able to get them because they're not long videos. So let's give it a shot. We're definitely getting 2 in though. So here's the first one. Hey everybody, and welcome to another installment of Tom's World. Today I am back in the garden for day 2 of the garden restoration, where I'm digging up more of the paths. When I got here, I had a little surprise, and I'll show you in a second. So as I said, when I got here, I was greeted by an awesome surprise, and wait until you see it. I gotta show it to you. All right, take you off of the stand and check this out. Now, here, I'll go around this way just as more of a suspense builder. Dramatic reveal. So here is what I did the last time I was here, and we've had some pretty substantial rains yesterday, so now keep in mind, this garden, even when I started, was over 100 years old. It had been dug up a couple of times over the years, but it hadn't been since like the early 80s that this has been dug up. So it's the first time these bricks are getting fresh air in decades. Quite a few decades, actually. Washed away a lot of the dirt, and I actually forgot to bring a broom, as I said I would last time, but that's okay. So we have the entire little thing dug out now that had all that dirt on top of it. Could dig out a little bit more there, but wait until you see this. I came in and I was greeted by a surprise, and I don't know if it's from the maintenance guy or just people that came here and out of the kindness of their heart started digging out the path that I wanted to dig out. And wait until you see this. This is frigging awesome. Look, they started digging out the chessboard. I mean, how awesome is that? This is, I don't know. Again, this was a human chessboard. The people that owned this land, the Logans, they would invite their friends over and they would send out packages in the mail. And each package would have a costume of one of the chess pieces. And they would come and they perform as the chess pieces while 2 people on either side of the board would control those pieces. Everybody had a table and a chair, and the servants that they had would come and move the table and chairs for the people, and that way they had a table for their drink, which it's been said that they were non-alcoholic, but I don't believe that because these were like aristocratic people, you know what I mean, at the time. But they did adopt a religion that later on that they cherished life more, and they actually got rid of their servants, dismissed their servants, and then just done all the work themselves on this 150 some acre land. But anyway, this chessboard was super important to me, and somebody already went ahead and dug it out. Maybe you guys aren't as excited about it as I am, but oh my god, this is, I'm like beside myself. I would think that it was probably the maintenance guy that did this. Maybe he did it yesterday before the rain. Maybe nope. Somebody just came in and started doing it, which is awesome. But thank you, Mary. If it's just somebody that came here and started digging it up, you have to make sure that you go through the ranger's office. They have an application for you to become a volunteer. They have to do a little background check, nothing major, just to make sure that, you know, you're an okay person, basically, you know, like that you're not like some hardened criminal or something with a seedy past or whatever. Whatever. I mean, it's no biggie, and you do it, and then you can be a volunteer, and then all you got to do is just let them know when you're coming here and what you plan on doing. But oh my god, I just can't stop looking at this. This is so awesome. Like, all the bricks are there. I mean, they might be a little messed up, but that's okay. They could be adjusted. Oh man, see, when I came here, my plan was to start digging out this path, which somebody already did. You can see the dirt piles there. I'm going to now, since it's already been done up to here, I'm going to continue until I get up to there and see what time it is by then. It shouldn't be too late, so I should be able to dig out some more of the squares.
Although I'm really, really, really tempted to just start digging out the squares. I have no idea who did this, but this is so awesome. I mean, can you tell I'm excited? Can you tell I'm a bit beside myself?
A little bit.
I came here, I parked my car way over by the ranger station, I grabbed the tools, I walked them all the way over here, and I'm thinking, man, I got a lot to do. And then I see this. It just blows my mind.
Hey, Sharon.
History that has not been exposed in who knows how long. Right here. Right here. Okay. Enough talk. Time to get some water in my system and start digging. Okay, so I'm taking a little break. I'm sweating my butt off out here.
It's a little warm.
It doesn't look like I've done as much work as I have, but let me show you what I've done so far. Okay, so here's the circle that I dug out last time. And you'll recall that the path went like about up to here. I'm being attacked by flies and stuff. Again, much like last time, there's a layer of dirt on here that I don't want to get too close to the bricks. I don't want to scratch them. But you can see I got up to here. And where here is compared to where I'm going to end is right there. So it's not too far, but there's a lot of little root systems in there that make it tough. And every once in a while you come across a brick that's raised higher than the last one, and you got to kind of get the feel for it so you don't... Here, a little bird.
You know, actually, Sharon, I did before, I think it was after we started digging out, I showed up with a metal detector, and I was detecting everywhere, and the only things I was finding, and keep in mind, it's not the highest quality of metal detector that I was using, not very high quality at all, but it was still working. And the only things I was finding was like a coin here or there, like modern coins, bottle caps, cans, and I metal detected the raised bed garden, or the cold frame, whichever you want to call it. And I was getting like hits in there like crazy. So I started digging down. Come to find out that because this was a cold frame, which basically had like, it was like a mini greenhouse. It had piping going along all on the inside of it so that they could run hot water through it. So it would, once they had the cover on top, it would create warmth in there, and they'd be able to control the temperature. So I was a little bummed out by that. I thought, man, there must be like tons of coins in here, but no, it was just pipes. But outside of that, I don't think I'm ever going to find anything in the garden. If I'm going to find anything anywhere, it's going to be where the mansion was or where the barn was. But chances of finding anything are pretty slim at this point, because so much has been done to this land since the Logans lived here. I mean, the mansion, they had to tear it down, so I'll find like a bunch of nails and stuff. But I don't think I'll find anything, because the mansion itself, when it was still standing, got completely looted, because a rumor was spread locally that Robert Logan had hid gold in the walls. So people made Swiss cheese out of this place looking for it. The only thing they found was a safe, and then when they finally got it open, there was nothing in it. Then the termites came and they took care of the rest, so they had to tear it down, safety reasons. So I don't know. Let's see what Sharon's saying now. She says that's good before you get into a project. And no pirate booty for me. Anyway, we'll continue here.
So that you don't like ruin the brick. But so I got past this thing here, and I also took care of, there was 2 piles of dirt here. I got them. I got off most of the pile of dirt from that square and that square. That one doesn't really need to have any taken off right now. I just still can't get over this.
Wait till you see this chessboard.
This is like so cool. They're bigger than I thought they were going to be. That's for sure. I really thought they were going to be like half this size. I mean, When you think about it, when I saw this one here, I thought, oh, well, that's not going to be that big. But it is. And whoever did this did start on the next square over here, but apparently they ran out of time. I'm still tending to think it was a maintenance guy. Maybe he had some free time.
I think so
on
too.
Friday
Sam.
or something. Or maybe he did that because they do look like they've been washed off by the rain some. And the rain didn't really happen until yesterday. We had a torrential downpour for a little while, then it went away. But look at that. Look at how bad those bricks are up there. That's got to be, it's got to either be from this tree, which by the size of it, I'm assuming was here in the original garden, or there was another tree over here at some point and the root just kind of grew underneath and lifted the bricks over time. Still have a few little piles of dirt. I'll probably take care of them before I leave. Right now I'm just trying to focus on getting to the end of this path. I have the width dug out for the most part. Little part over here I gotta get, but man, it's tough work. But you know what? It's gonna all be worth it in the end. Once all these paths are dug up and everything's put back together.
Well, that sucks.
Go over here. I'll show you where those little spade stone things are. Because I don't
these
think
are cool.
that I've actually ever mentioned what they were outside of being just like a planter. So there is bricks under the grass and it does go around same way that side does. And there's another one on that side. These were supposed to like represent playing cards, like Alice in Wonderland type stuff, because this was like a fairy tale themed garden. So there you have 5 of spades, 2 of spades, and the 7 of spades.
Now, I don't think I go into the explanation here. I do in a later video. But what those 3 cards in particular represent is if you read the actual story of Alice in Wonderland, not the Disney version that like a lot of us are familiar with, but the actual storybook, when Alice first goes to the Queen's castle, she meets 3 playing cards in both versions. Now, in the Disney version, I think there were hearts. But in the book version, it was the 2 of spades, the 5 of spades, and the 7 of spades that she met. And they were painting the white roses red because they planted the wrong roses. So before the Queen saw it, they wanted to paint the roses red because that's what she wanted. And these were the 3 playing cards. And they decided to make planters out of them, which was really, really cool looking. I saw like 1 or 2 pictures of what it looked like during the time that the Logans still lived here, and it was really cool. They had low growing, dark colored flowers in there, so they looked like spades. And Chaos, I see that you messaged me. I'll check it out again once I start the video up again. So each one of these is a playing card, just like the middle one, how it has a border going around it. Each one also has a border, which I wind up digging out myself in a later video. It might be in, well, no, it's definitely not. I might start it in a video that I show today, so we'll see.
Why he chose those numbers, I don't know. Maybe that's just all the planners he had. Maybe the numbers represent something. Man, look at how bad the weeds have grown in that reflecting pond. I made a comment on one of my earlier videos saying they seem to grow higher and higher all the time. I mean, I understand that's what weeds do. I'm not dumb, but it's just the rate at which they grow. It's crazy. I mean, most of this greenery in here isn't necessarily grass. It's more weeds that
sound like I
resemble
need
grass,
to clear my throat.
As long as they keep it mowed, it still looks good.
Probably allergies.
Gives it more of like a out in the wild, natural kind of feeling, I guess. But it would be nicer if it was just all grass.
Thank you
However,
so
that would
much,
take
Lori.
Way too much.
It means a lot to me when people realize, especially with this garden, how much it means to me. Even to this day, I'm no longer a volunteer because you can't be a volunteer and an employee for the state at the same time. But I still love this place, and I love that there's still volunteers continuing it. As time is going on, and they've added to it quite a bit.
Much time to maintain. Anyway, my sweaty butt is going to stand here for a minute and get some more water in me, and then start again on the path. So, see you shortly. Okay, so a lot of time has gone by.
I looked really crazy when that scene started. I'm like, okay.
Done very little, actually, to be honest. Not that I was being lazy, but the head maintenance guy, John, stopped by. We stood over there. We had a very long conversation. He's extremely helpful. Everybody here has been so nice, and they are all very happy that I'm doing this, as am I. I can't wait until I'm done. I will show you what I've done so far. I did get one more square of the chessboard. I don't know. Right now, you can kind of see it, sort of. Anyway, so I did dig up one more square. I have still a whole barrel full of dirt that I have to dump before I go. I got up the path, but you know what? Let me show you. Okay.
Let me show you.
So here's the square that I dug out of the chessboard. Notice the difference between the squares that were already dug out and mine. Mine has a lot more dirt on it. But keeping in mind that yesterday, as I said, we had a pretty bad downpour. There was hail and everything. So they probably got cleaned off during that. So we'll see what happens.
Actually, Sharon, I did not take any drone footage for two reasons. One, I don't have a drone, which is a really good reason. Two, you're not allowed to fly drones on state property. So, with both of those being said, I didn't do that.
With this, I definitely got to remember to bring a broom. So, again, starting from here, I did get up a little further. Still some little layer of dirt to go, so I almost made it. But I can't do any more because I have to go. However, now that I'm looking at it, I don't think that this path goes all the way up. Maybe it does.
Maybe.
Then there's this thing here.
The pipe.
No idea what that was, if it was some kind of water pipe or something for electrical, I don't know. But the only reason why I think that it didn't go all the way up is here you can see these are the edging bricks that they usually use where they're turned sideways that way. So it probably then just stops here and goes out to here, and then right somewhere in here is where the next square of the chessboard would be. So yeah, didn't get done as much as I had hoped. This here is obviously a path because they're laid flat. So a path probably comes down to there, down to the chessboard. I don't know. I'm not going to try to pretend that I know exactly where every path in here is.
I do now.
There's a lot of them. But at the very least, at least we have all this way down to there and over to there, and some of the chessboard. We got that uncovered thanks to my mystery helper, which I now know was not the maintenance guy, was not anybody on the maintenance team.
Nope.
So somebody came and did a really, really, really good job, and I appreciate that. But like I said earlier, if you're going to want to help out, then you do have to register as a volunteer with the park. They would prefer that. And yeah. Now it's time to dump my dirt and get the heck out of here. So that wraps this one up. It wasn't that eventful of a day as far as exposing more of the path. I did get, a nice little stretch of it exposed that has not been exposed in quite some time. I do definitely have to remember to bring a broom. Got to remember. Or at least ask them for a broom. But yeah, I'm happy with what I got done. between this time and last time, and whoever my mystery helper is, thank you. And yeah, I'm gonna dump my dirt, and then I'm gonna get the heck out of here. Gotta make a
What's
stop
up,
before I get
Nighthawk?
home. Then I definitely need a shower.
You missed day 2
So,
of the dig out.
thank you for watching. If you haven't done so already, please subscribe to my channel. When you subscribe and you hit that notification bell, it
Yada,
allows
yada, 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 yada. Nobody wants to hear that. That's my ending, thing for my YouTube videos. You guys aren't here for the YouTube aspect of it. You're here for the video aspect. So I stopped it. So I'm going to remove that video from the studio. And thank you. Oh, I'm not done yet, Sharon. I'm not done yet. As I've said before, though, if anybody wants to jump ahead in this series, you feel free to go to my YouTube channel. Here, let me put up the banner that shows youtube.com/This Is Tom's World. All one word, no punctuation, no spaces, nothing. Just youtube.com/This Is Tom's World. Go there, subscribe, like all the videos that you like. Watch all the videos, especially the historical ones, because they're fun. Anyway, let me bring up this next video. So that was day 2 of the dig out. So now this will be day 3 of the dig out. And this one's only about 9 minutes long. Well, just about 10 minutes, we'll say. So I might get all 3 in here today. Hey, everybody, and welcome to another installment of Tom. Whoa, that one started in fast forward. It's like, hey, everybody. Let me start that again. Hey everybody, and welcome to another installment of Tom's World. Today is day 3 of the garden restoration, so let's get it started. Got to click back on the comments. So, as I said, I'm back here in the garden in the Chamonix State Park, and this is day 3 of the restoration. I wasn't sure if I was actually going to make... Wait, this is cause to stop the video. This woman here, let me tell you something. This woman is my beautiful goddess. I've introduced her the last time I was here. So once again, everybody, Stephanie, everybody, is the love of my life. And I'm so glad that she popped in. It makes me so happy to see her name come up. Sorry I didn't respond to it sooner, beautiful, but I was on another screen. Let's see. We got Darren is here. What is up, Darren, my brother? I am so glad that you love Tom's World. I love it too. And people talking. Let's see. Talking? Yeah. I've been mentioning Tom's World in the morning group. I appreciate that, brother. Any way I can get my videos whored out is good with me. I've been whoring my videos out since the very beginning on YouTube, everywhere on Facebook that I can that's relevant. And Steph, if you're still here, Lori says hi. All right, let's continue this. Get here today, they were talking about thunderstorms, and then they just kind of seemed to disappear. And then they said it won't rain, then they said it might. So I just said to hell with it and came down. And actually, as I was walking down the path, I did feel it start to rain. But Darren, I know all about working on YouTube videos. I almost stopped and made one today, but I decided now I'm coming home and I'm going to do Tom's World Live. But then it stopped, so thank God. So anyway, I'm here. I've already done some work. I wasn't sure if I was going to make a video or not, but I decided to make one, obviously. And let's just go over what I try to plan to do today. And we'll see if I actually get it done. So, just as a recap from yesterday, obviously, squares. There's the one that I dug out, and this is as far as I got with the path. There is still some dirt here, but I did remember a broom this time, a hard bristle broom. And, I mean, it's going to get some of the dirt out, but the dirt that's caked on that I don't want to get with the shovel, I'm hoping that rain will take care of. There's not much left until I get to the corner of this trail. Like I said yesterday, it obviously seems to end right here because the bricks are sideways, and then there's no more path between that path and this one. It probably just goes straight out from here down there, and that's probably
the outer part of the chessboard. So I'm assuming there's a path all the way around it, because if you look at this little square that's exposed over here, these bricks are not sideways. So this is actually a path. So this probably goes all the way down to there, and then that goes across there. And
let's see, I have a question. Oh, well, first off, all right, Sharon, I will talk to you later. Thank you again. Let's see, do you know of any haunted gardens? This is something that Taryn and Dom and I were talking about last night. I don't know per se of any haunted gardens. However, in this very garden, and Dom can attest to this because he was actually watching the live that I did. I was in the garden, and you can and I don't know which video it was, to be honest. I've done a few lives in the garden, so I would have to look through them. But while I'm in the garden, you can clearly hear somebody say Tom, and it doesn't sound like they're that far away. I turned around in the video, and I said, "Oh, it sounded like somebody called my name or something." And I just went on with the video. And Dom said he heard it too, and it caused me to go back and watch it. And you could clearly hear it, but there's no way to say that it was paranormal, because it was during a time where there was a lot of people in the park. So, I mean, it could have been somebody saying Mom, and it sounded like Tom, or it could have been somebody saying Tom. It's a pretty common name. So I couldn't really rule it as paranormal. But I have also been in there when it's been raining. And hey, Penny, how you doing? It's the first time I think I've seen your name. Welcome to the show. There have been times where I was in the garden when it's raining, and I have my umbrella and I'm just standing off in the corner, and I could swear I hear people talking. It sounds like they're right outside the garden and nobody's in the park but me. So maybe there's some paranormal activity going on there. It's hard to say. Maybe a team will have to come out and check it out during the day, because once the sun sets, the park is closed. Let's see, we got Jeff and Nighthawk talking, and Penny once again. You are very welcome, Penny, and you are welcome to enjoy the show. These are videos of me, and the beginning of some volunteers digging out a very old garden. It was over 100 years old, and we were digging out the paths and everything at this point. And there's a human chessboard there too, so it's really cool. All right, let's continue here.
actually, even further up, this looks like a path. See, now I'm really confused.
Sorry if it makes you dizzy.
Sorry, I guess this path is the edge of the chessboard, and it just goes straight up to there.
Well, I work there, Darren, so I'm there 5 days a week.
This path ends right about here. And then you'll see bricks in there. As I've mentioned before, I have a feeling that this is going to be the same thing as the first thing I dug out on the other side over there, where it's rounded. And I'm assuming that that's where the really tall chairs were that the people sat in when they were controlling the chess pieces, aka people in costumes. So I don't know, we'll see. And I'm gonna dig out some more now and sweat my butt off some more, and I'll get back to you in a few minutes. Guess this little guy was thirsty.
Sorry for the shakiness. It's before I had my gimbal and I was zoomed in. What's up, Ray?
Looking creature. Caterpillar of some kind. Okay, so a strange turn of events here. As I'm digging, I'm noticing, and I know it's kind of hard to tell right now with all this excess layer on here of dirt, but it seems that the brick path, as you can see the width of it coming down here, it actually goes into where this tree is. I initially thought that it stopped here and just went that way, but that's not the case.
And it's poison ivy all around that tree too. I found that out later.
Brush off the dirt with my shoes here.
You know what, Lori? You're not alone. Dom and I have actually talked about that very thing. Maybe if we can get enough people up here in the Philadelphia area, we could play a game of chess, or we could play checkers, just to make it easier for everybody, and everybody could just be, I don't know, the one will be red, one will be black, or whatever. But yeah, it's been mentioned
that they're sideways bricks, which indicate the end of a path in here, and then they go this way. So they go from that corner over to here, and then it goes up some. And then there's more bricks here. Now again, I know that this does not connect with that path because that path has the sideways bricks on this side. So my guess is it probably just goes around this tree. It might go out. No, it doesn't go out that way. Isn't that weird? It like stops here in a box, but it does go out from here because you can see the sideways bricks sticking out of the ground there.
That's making me busy.
It's just strange, the layout. So, I mean, we know that there's a brick path here. I mean, we can plainly see it. But it comes to an abrupt end right there. So I don't know where this one going around the tree goes. I know it doesn't come to this side because I've hit sideways bricks here. As you can see. So sideways bricks. I don't know, maybe it just went around the tree when this tree was tiny. But as you can see, it is not so tiny anymore. It's huge. A lot of big trees around here. Anyway, I'll get some water in me and see what time it is and see if I can get back to work here. Okay, I think I am done for the day. I am sweating like crazy. The humidity out here could be a lot worse, but it's not great. I got way more done than I thought I was going to today. Here I thought I was just going to be coming and like clearing up what I've already done with the broom.
How you doing, brother?
I decided to go a little further. So let me show you what I did. Okay, so we'll start over here where I started. I did brush off some of it. I have a very tough bristled broom brush type thing. So I got some of it. I went over what my mystery helpers did. I can't talk today.
See?
Must be heat exhaustion.
Did I not tell you English is a problem for me sometimes?
So I brushed off more of what my mystery helpers did. I still didn't take these 2 piles of dirt out, or 3 piles I should say, but I'll get to that eventually. And I brushed off the path that I did yesterday, and the square that I revealed still has some on there. I might see if the maintenance guy's got like a power washer or something that I can use. That would probably help a lot. But and then there's the path that goes up to that thing, and now from here on, pretty much like around here is all today. So we have all these bricks exposed, and I think I said it earlier that this is kind of a strange turn that this takes. It goes up and it comes to a corner, and then obviously it's rounded under there. There are more bricks under this tree.
Not many.
I just didn't feel like getting into that today because every time I dug into it, more and more bugs were flying out at me. Because that's like mostly like mulched earth, like mulched wood and grass clippings and stuff over the years. I guess a lot of stuff live in that, but whatever. So anyway, I also started on this path. Okay, so there's a path down to where I first started, and here's the one that goes around the chessboard. I got as far as this, and then I realized the time and the amount of sweat pouring off of my head, and I said it was time to go. So I just had to dump this last barrel full, put everything away, and get the hell out of here. So that's going to wrap this one up. I'm going to get my sweaty butt home and get a shower. I need one badly. You can see the sweat just everywhere. So hopefully you enjoyed this. If you did, please give the video a thumbs up.
All right.
If you haven't done,
and remove that one because now we're talking YouTube stuff again at the end. So if you really want to hear the spiel at the end, you can go watch any of my videos. I mostly do that same spiel. I've never really stopped doing it. You know, it's the same thing. You know, if you're not subscribed, make sure you do subscribe. And when you do subscribe, make sure you hit that notification bell, because when you hit that notification bell, it allows you to get notified once I upload new videos, so you could stay in the loop and blah, blah, blah. Make sure you like and blah and share and all, like I say, all that stuff. So it's a general YouTuber thing to do. So now we definitely have time for the third video. So I'm going to bring that in here. No, I hit the wrong thing. And I hit the wrong thing again. Get it together, Tom. Come on. Share video file. So the Neshaminy State Park dig out number 4. Here we go.
hey everybody, and welcome to another installment of Tom's World. Today
It did it again. It started in like fast forward. I don't talk that fast. I may talk a lot, but I don't talk that fast.
Hey everybody, and welcome to another installment of Tom's World. Today I am back in the park, in the garden, where I plan on doing some more digging.
More digging.
So as I said, I am back in the park today, in the garden, where I intend on digging up some more of the brick paths. And I've had some help along the way, as I've mentioned before, and I do now have some actual official volunteers who have joined up. I thank every one of you, and let me just show you what they've done and what I've done. Okay, got you off the stand there. So here is the original place that I started, and in previous videos I had said that more than likely this circle is only at this end and the other end down there. However, today I took a trip over to the Bensalem Historical Society and I was looking at the plan for the whole garden. It turns out that these little round parts right here are on each one of the 4 corners. So, as we know, I did this last time up to here. So there is a circle here as well, which is why we see the rounded brick. So this probably just goes all the way around. I still don't know what this little pipe is here, but I will find out probably today. And the people who were here this past weekend helped me out. Like, as you know from my last video, I only went about
And left me a crap ton of piles of dirt.
not this far on the path, but they dug all this out. They started to dig this out, but it was probably getting a little too warm for them, so they decided to call it a day. I'll probably do the rest of this today. And you can see that they have dug out more of the squares. So now we have, let's see, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 of the squares dug out completely. So we're almost there. Almost got to the end of it, but they dug out all this too. And this little round thing here, I found out also on the plans for the garden while I was at the Historical Society. This was definitely a fountain, so that's very cool.
It was a bird bath fountain.
Anyway, I'm going to get to work. I'm going to get rid of some of these piles, and then I'm going to start digging and making my own pile inside the wheelbarrow. So, taking a little break, just long enough to let the sweat stop flowing. It's been constant. But let me show you what I've done so far. Okay, so outside of getting rid of the, had to be like 7 or 8 piles of dirt, was exhausting. But I managed to get more energy going, and I got the rest of this in the beginning you saw that it was partially covered. I got the rest of that, and I started on the corner here.
What are you laughing
It's a little
at?
tough on this one.
What the
You can
fuck
see
are you laughing at?
right here, it goes down a little bit. So I have to be very careful in digging that out so I don't break the bricks. And this goes out, and you can see the bricks there. So this is another circle. There's one on all four corners. So for future reference for my fellow volunteers, should you get bored of digging out the squares of the chessboard, you can go out further on the corners. There should be a circle over here as well. I see bricks there, so I know there is. And there's this little path here, but there's not much to it, so we don't have to really bother with it for right now. But it goes over to this thing, which I found out definitely was a fountain, so that's cool. Anyway, so that's what I've done so far. I'm gonna rest for a minute, and then I'll start back up and show you what I did after that. So also, as I'm at the tail end of my little break here, I'm not sure if I've mentioned it before. I know I have brought up these playing cards.
Now I'm going to tell you the same thing I told
The
you
5,
last
2,
video,
and
I
7
guess.
of spades. I had mentioned that I wasn't sure why he picked those numbers or whatever, but I have, thanks to some research done by my mom, we have figured out why these numbers and this suit was chosen. In Alice in Wonderland, when she first goes to the Queen's Castle, the first people that she runs into are 3 playing cards that are spades, and they're painting the roses red. And that would be the 5, the 2, and the 7 of spades. And then when the Queen finds out that they were painting them, she wants to execute them, all that other stuff. So there's a reference to Alice in Wonderland, which I kind of figured it had to be. But also in the other book of Through the Looking Glass, they do mention at some point this guy up here, and that's why he's there. So it seems to be like an entire Alice in Wonderland / Through the Looking Glass type stuff. So just a little trivia there that I had found out. Thank you, Mom. Okay, so I have gotten as far as I'm going to get today. It may not seem like much, but in addition to taking out the piles and everything, it was a lot of work today. So let me show you what I've done. All right, so as I mentioned earlier, I cleared off the rest of this path here. I'm diagonal across from where I started, just to give you a reference. And I cleared out this circle and like the diagonal corner from where I started. And there's still one there, and there's one there as well. And then we have the rest of the chessboard, which my fellow volunteers, aka mystery helpers, will be tending to as they come here. Still have all these to uncover, but I think based on how quick they got these done, I think they'll get these done in no time. Still have a path right here, and quite a few other paths to uncover. From what I saw from the garden layout, that
it actually looks bigger in the video than it does in person, but it's still a decent sized garden. It had a lot of stuff in it, a lot of statues, a lot of hedges, a lot of bushes, flowers of all different kinds. I mean, it was beautiful. It really was.
Took a picture of earlier at the Ben Salem Historical Society. There are trails all back here, all here. There is, let's see if I can find some bricks. There we go. Some bricks right there. So So there is a path here. There's a path over there. There is a path way down this side. Let me show you. There's a path down here. You can see this one kind of crisscrosses, goes around, and then it just like stops out there. Then it comes down here, goes all the way down there, and then somewhere right around here, I might be wrong, but I don't know, because this seems to go out more. Yeah, it's definitely it. So there's like a rectangle part of the path that goes around here, and there was like flowers or something in the middle. So there's still plenty to uncover.
Sorry, Darren, just now seeing that question. No, we actually aren't. Well, I say we, like I'm still one of the volunteers. They are not allowed to plant veggies of any kind. It's just got to be flowers. They have to be native to the area, and they have to be non-invasive. These are the state's rules, so they have to abide by them, or they will cease the operations. So I know it sucks, but which means a lot of the original flowers, because hardly any of them were native, the original plan for the garden, because I do have that as well. None of them were like native at all. So, but we can't have them. So we had to improvise over time, and now it's on them. They have to talk with the park manager and make sure that everything they put in is okay and approved.
I am done for the day. I know that. I'm tired of sweating. There's another path right here. It goes from this entrance, and I guess it goes directly up to that circle path.
Mm-hmm. Sure does.
And of course one that goes all that way. So yeah, still plenty to do, but between me and my helpers and the fellow volunteers, we've gotten done a lot. Can't wait till we get to the end of this and be able to see everything. Well, that's going to wrap up yet another one. Little by little we uncover the paths, and little by little we bring this place back to life. I would hope and think that Robert and Sarah Logan would be proud of what I'm doing and would appreciate it. I really can't wait till we get to the point where I can actually, where we can actually plant things and just have this place blooming all over the place. It's going to be great, but that's, as I've said, not going to be until next year. Between now and then, I actually have to do some fundraising, as the park doesn't have any money to put into anything with the garden. All their money is tied up in the pool and maintenance and everything like that. So I'm going to have to do some fundraising, and hopefully I can count on each and every one of you to be donating to it once I get it going. I'm not sure when that's going to be, but probably more towards the end of the summer, I would say. And so yeah, keep a lookout for that. But in the meantime, I'm going to get out of here. As always, I need to get home and shower, and I guess I'll just see you in the next one.
And that's when I remove it. So yeah, that was day 2, day 3, and day 4 of the dig out. Just in those few days between the mystery helpers who became volunteers and myself, we did get a lot done. There's still a lot to go, and I'm going to save the continuing saga for the next time I do this. Sometime soon, I definitely need to make a solid day and time for this, so that it's not just random. But I enjoy reliving this, because I don't go back and watch a lot of my videos, and in doing this, it's allowing me to rewatch them again, and I can actually still relive it. I can feel what I felt then, and it's helping revitalize my love for this garden. Recent times, things have happened that kind of took it down a little, but it's coming back with a vengeance. So I do tend to stop by and see this this garden as much as I can. Even when I'm working, I'll drive past it just to get a look at it. Things are in bloom again. We got all kinds of flowers growing in there now. So wait till we get to that part. Yeah, it's just not something we do, Darren. We don't really rewatch our videos unless there's a specific thing we're looking for. But yeah, so with that, I'm just going to end this show because I'm about 5 minutes off from it being an hour. I have to use the little boy's room, and I have to order dinner for me and Dad. So I want to thank you all for stopping by, for watching the show, for liking the show, for sharing the show. I appreciate each and every one of you. Make sure that if you haven't done so already, not only just subscribing to my channel, but make sure that you like BB3 TV. We do also have a YouTube channel. There's a link for it in the feed. You can go find it. Make sure you subscribe to that as well. We're trying to get to 100 subscribers on that so that we can have our own unique URL, much like I do, like you can see down here. We want it to be youtube.com/bb3tv. So go give that a subscribe and a like and everything. And I guess I will see you on the next one that I do here. And I hope you all have a great day.